Toughest session. Toughest session, what I told, not in terms of Power BI. Toughest session is after the lunch break. Attending a training session after a lunch break is the biggest challenge. Correct? Handling for me is another biggest challenge. But I think we can manage because we are going to see very important topics. Last session before the break, what we did is, we have inserted a card. Where is that card? Fourth row, the last one card. After inserting a card, we have dragged and dropped the total cost to the field area. But when I drag and dropped it, it is giving something like millions, 530 millions. I want the exact value. So what we did is select the card, then go to the format. Under format, we have gone to the call out value. As I indicated, this is your contextual tab. Visual. So this may change based on the visual to visual. Since we are using card, we may get two. If you are using pie chart or bar chart, you may get many options also here. It may vary from visual to visual. So what we did is we have gone to the call out value and we changed the display units as null. Okay. Next, what we are going to do is very simple. This heading, I don't like this. Normally, we require to place the heading on the top. I want the heading to be on the top. And I want to put a comma separator. I'm not able to find whether it's millions or billions or lakhs or crores. I want to put a comma separators. And I want to put a currency symbol also here. Like this, I want to make some changes. Select this card. Select the card. And call out value we did already. This category label. Switch off it. Category label. Which is the category label? This one is a category label. This one is a category label which is automatically created by Power BI. I don't like this category label. I want to switch off it. So let me switch off that category label. Then go to general. Go to general. I want to give my own title here. My own title. So switch on the title. We switched off the category label which is automatically created by Power BI. Now let me go to the general and switch on the title. I switched on the title. Expand the title. I switched on the title. Expand the title. And let me give a title for this. For example, it's sum of total cost or total transaction amount or anything. I'm just giving a title for this. We are giving some title for this, sum of total cost or just a total cost or whatever you want. So I have given a title. Then what are all the other changes we want to do is, for example, I want to make the title as a little bit bolder. Let me make it as bolder. Text color. Let me change the text color into white. And background color maybe a dark blue. Or your own wish, you can put your own colors. And horizontal alignment, center alignment. Yes, I think it looks good. Yes. I made some changes. What are all the changes we did is we have gone to general, switched on the title. Under the title, we typed the title here. Then I changed the font into bolder, text color into white, background color into blue, and the alignment into center. Heading by default for heading 1, you will have some font size and color. Heading 2 will have a different font size and color. When you open here, it will not make a very big difference. If it is a heading 1, we have predefined font size. Heading 2 will have a predefined font size. Okay. Now the comma separators and I want to put the currency symbols. We are using old version. Old version means I'm not saying very long back, just 2 months before. If you are using 2 months before, July version or even the June version, this option you have to struggle a lot. But the latest one, it's very simple. We have given the title, just to scroll down to the bottom, FX, and there is an option called as data format. Go to the data format, expand the data format. Under data format, apply settings to, we have to apply the settings to total cost. Under this format option, go to data format, scroll down to the data format, apply settings to total cost, yes, and format. What is the format I want? For example, I want the format should be a currency format. So let us make it as currency format. Yes. Currency format, yes. Now we got the currency symbol here, we got the comma separator here. And this comma separator, it's not as per Power BI, this is as per your Windows settings. If your Microsoft Windows is in INR format, you will get the comma separator, you will get the rupee symbol. If your Microsoft Windows settings is as per USD, you will get a dollar, and comma separator may be in a different area, not in the say like this comma separator. It is based on your Windows settings. It's not based on your Power BI. Of course, font, if you don't like the currency, you can change the currency. English India, instead of English India, you want USD or Euro or any other currency, you can change the currency here. But comma separator is purely dependent on your Windows settings. I think it's 53 crores, 4,946. That's my total cost. The comma separators. How is your comma separator as per Indian format or USD? You are getting US. Go to the settings. Take your IT permission and change that if it is required. Settings and Windows language and region. So this language and region is as per India, means you will get the India currency. If this language and region is as per US, you will get US currency format. The comma separator also may vary based on this format. Windows settings. So don't change it. Get your IT team's confirmation and change it, because based on this, the entire system will get changed, not only in Power BI. So please be careful. Right. So we have inserted a card. Inside a card, I think we have inserted the total amount and we have formatted the total amount. So now let us insert one more visual. Whenever you insert any visual, I recommend to place the cursor in empty area. Please make it as a practice, make it as a habit. Why I am saying this is, suppose if you place the cursor on this card, unknowingly if you have selected the pie chart or bar chart or column chart, you can see the card will turn into a pie chart. So please be careful. Anyway, we have an option of undo. Control Z will work, that's fine. But if you have 20 visuals, one visual unknowingly we changed, we will get confused. So make it as a practice, make it as a habit. Whenever insert some visual, place the cursor on some empty area. Place the cursor on some empty area. Then I want to count how many invoices. I want to count how many invoices we have made. We got the total amount, that's fine. Now I want to put another visuals where I want to know how many bills or how many invoices we have made. So let me insert the card again. Let us insert the card again. Go to the build visual. Under build visual, let us go to the card. So I click on this empty area and I click on the card. And I bring the card somewhere else on the right side here. Inside this card, I want to put the invoice number. How many invoices we have did. So let us drag and drop the invoice number. I drag and drop the invoice number to the field area. When I drag and drop, it's saying 8 millions. Why it's saying 8 millions is because by default it is summing up, because this column is in a sigma format. That's why it's summing up. But I don't want to sum up, I want to count how many invoices are there. So how can I change your formulas? Very simple. Either click on the arrow mark, left click on right click, both will work. Both will work. Either you can make a left click or you can make a right click. When I click, a menu is appearing. Under the menu, you can see sum, average, minimum, maximum, count distinct and count. Could you tell me what is the difference between count distinct and count? Which one is unique? Distinct. Count will count all the values. Duplicate values also. Very good. Count will count the duplicate values. Count distinct will count only the unique values. I believe we have to go for count distinct. To count the bill number, we have to go for count distinct. This formula is not available in Excel. It's available only in Power BI. So let us go to count distinct. Yes. There are 3,200 invoices are there. So we have converted into count distinct. I recommend if you want to count the bill numbers or invoice number, you have to go for count distinct, which will count only the unique values. But count will count the duplicate values also. If same invoice number is repeated multiple times, it will count it, which is not a right one. You have to make count distinct. Okay. Have you inserted a card? Insert a card. The same thing. Fourth row, the last one. Insert a card. Drag the invoice number to the field area. Drag the invoice number to the field area. It will show you 8 millions. Instead of 8 millions, click on the arrow mark of it and change it as count distinct. Okay. Any challenges? Click on the arrow mark here. Click on this. Make it as count distinct. It's showing 8 millions because it's showing the sum. Change it to count distinct. Select the card and go to the arrow mark. Done. Could you tell me how can I maintain the same format? Whatever the format I did it for this card, I want the same format for this card also. Could you tell me how can I do the same formatting for this card? Which we do it in Excel, Word and PowerPoint also. Select the card, go to Home tab, but you can see nothing will happen here because we have formatted the heading. We didn't have any heading here. So you will not see any changes. You will see the changes when you type the heading. First I will copy the format. Select this card, Format Painter. Select the card, Format Painter, and click on the second card. So select this card, go to Format Painter, click on the second card. So same format is copied and pasted, but I think I am not seeing any changes. Why I am not able to see the changes is because we have not typed the heading. When you type the heading, you will see the changes. Label is removed because there we have removed the label. Now go to Format. It's one format means only the color, background and other things. It will not change the currencies. Currency will not get changed. Currency is a data format. It's not the format. Select this card, Format, General, Title, type the title here. Number of or count of invoices. Count of invoice. Yes. It's maintaining the same format. Format Painter. Select this card. Click on Format Painter and select this card. So that same format will be copied and pasted. After doing it, go to General. Under General, switch on the title and type the title. Then only you will see the difference. Otherwise, you will not see the difference. Okay. And I recommend, when you present the data, I recommend to have a shadow. Why I recommend shadow is, actually when I place the cursor in the empty area, we have two cards. But I am not able to guess that I have two cards. And when I present it, I recommend to put a shadow. So let me select this card, first card. I select the card number 1. Go to Format Your Visual, General, go to General, FX, EFFECTS, FX, FX, switch on the shadow, switch on the shadow. When I switch on the shadow, yes, same thing. Now also you can copy and paste the Format Painter or you can switch on the shadow here. Select the second card, go to Format Your Visual, FX shadow. After inserting the shadow only, I can recognize that there are two cards, and after inserting the shadow only, I can recognize two cards, the heights and widths are different. So now reduce the height, reducing the height and reducing the width also to have a better view. Now I think it looks better. I recommend to put a shadow to have a better view. When you are presenting it to others to have a better view, I recommend to use a shadow. We'll see another visual now. Any challenges, any questions, queries, basic, silly, stop me, ask me. I can repeat it any number of times. I told you currency symbol is not a format. It's a data format. Format is only the colors, background and other things is called as format. That's a data format. One card may have a date, another card have a number, another card may have a text. So the data format will not change. Only the colors. This will change. Border will change. Not that. Yes. We'll move on. Now, we are going to insert another visual. This is card. Place the cursor on some empty cells. Now we are going to insert a visual. I want to know, we have some columns available here, amount, city, cost center, customer. Let me take this, department. Each department wise, there are several departments. I want to know, department wise, what is the sum of total cost? Department wise sum of total cost. So we are going to create a visual. Department wise, what is the sum of total cost? I want to know which department has the highest value of cost, highest total cost. So could you tell me which could be the best chart? I want to find out highest, which one is highest out of many. Out of many, which one is highest? Could you tell me which could be the best chart? Bar chart, staggered bar chart. I think bar chart and column chart and line chart can be used for finding the trend. Last month, this month, I want to compare, then we can go for bar chart, pie chart. Pie chart is the best one to find out. One out of many. Out of many, which one is highest? For that, pie chart is best. So where is that pie chart? In row number 1, 2, 3, fourth one. Row number 3, 4, the last but one. From the last to the second one, pie chart. Go to the build visual and I click on the pie chart. Here I am going to give a very important tips. Just watch here. So let me place the cursor on some empty area and I click on this pie chart. A pie chart is getting inserted here. Now the challenge is, last session what we did is very simple. We have inserted a card. Inside a card, we have just dragged this total amount or invoice number here, since we had only one option called as field. That's very simple inside a card. But this is a pie chart. When I click on the pie chart, I'm getting 3 or 4 options here. Legend, value, details, tooltip. This may vary from visual to visual. I inserted a pie chart, I get this legend value. When insert a column chart, you will get some other option. When insert a pie chart, bar chart, waterfall, based on the chart, this option will get changed. So you should understand, where can I drag, which to be dragged where? That's a real question mark here. Now what is my expectation here is, I want, for example, I want department wise sum of total cost. This is the report which I expect. So I need 2 things here. One is department, second one is total cost. So here I have many options. So where to drag what? That's a bigger question mark here. Remember a simple tips. It can be any chart. It can be a bar chart, it can be line chart, column chart, whatever the chart. Remember 2 things. Whichever wise, that should be on the first area. Whichever I am saying wise, department wise, region wise, city wise, customer wise, anything. Department wise, that should be on the first. Whichever you want to summarize it, summing, counting, averaging, whichever you want to summarize it, that should be on the second. That's all. If you remember these 2 tips, 95% of your chart is over. The 2 tips in any chart, 95% of your chart is done. Only maybe 2 or 3 charts, decomposition tree, 2-3 charts, 2 or 3 charts, it may vary. All the other things are same. Which wise, that should be on the first area. Whichever you want to summarize it, that should be on the second area. Now help me here. I want department wise. So I want department wise and I want sum of total cost. Tell me, where can I drag the department? Where can I drag the total cost here? Department to the legend area, total cost to be value area. Please remember this. If you remember this, 95% of your chart is done. Which wise should be first? Forget about legend. In pie chart, it's legend. In bar chart, it will be x-axis, y-axis. It may change from visual to visual. So remember this thing. Which wise, that should be first. Whichever I summarize it, that should be second. So let me do this. Department I am bringing into legend. And total cost we are bringing into value. That's it. So we got a pie chart. Sum of total cost by department wise. Okay. Let me format Painter because I need the same heading formatting. The heading formatting should be similar. I need the same heading formatting here. I want the same heading format. So let me select any one of the card. I select this card or the previous card, any card, and go to Format Painter again. And I select this pie chart so that I can maintain the same formatting. The borders and the shadows tight. Now, I need a support from your side now. So we got department wise, what is the sum of total cost? Quality department, logistic, production, procurement and finance. That's fine. But now I don't like this. Technically, we have a name for this. Technically, we call this as legend. I don't want the legend at the right side. I want the legend at somewhere else on the bottom center. And second thing what I want is, I don't like this value to be in millions. I want this value to be an exact value. Same thing. Here earlier we got 553 millions, 530 millions. We are converted into an exact value. Same thing I want to do it for this pie chart also. First, I want to bring the legend at the bottom. Second, I want to make this millions into exact value. So I need your support. Tell me how can I do this. Select this pie chart, then go to the format your visual, then super legend, position, bottom, center. Perfect. This is perfectly correct. Then this one is a challenge. How can I convert this millions? 108, 111 millions, 106 millions, 16 millions. How can I convert to exact value? We did it for this. Earlier it has shown us 530 millions. We have converted into an exact value. Tell me how can I do this? Select this. General. Okay. No, general is for general data format is for putting the currency symbols. Visual. Very good. Visual. Come on, visual. Then detail labels. Excellent. Then values. Super. Then as you have said, I have gone to detail labels and I gone to values and I gone to display units. Very good. Fortunately, you have founded it. Fortunately, you have founded it since we had only 4 options here. In this pie chart, we had only 3 or 4 options. Fortunately, you founded it. And in card, I had only 2 options. I founded it. But when insert a pie chart or some other chart, you may get so many options here. Every time I cannot go like this, detail, label, rotation, everything I cannot manually find it out. I know that feature. To convert this millions into exact value. What is the title for that feature? To convert into the exact value, we have display units. Super. Remember that display units. No need for going to every menu and searching it down. Go to the search box and type the first 3 or 4 letter of the display units. DIS. Now change. Automatically it appears here. No need to manually go to detail label value. Don't search it manually. Go here. Now change the display units as none. Yes. Now we got the exact value. Okay. Select this pie chart. Yeah, I'm showing. Select the pie chart. Go to the search box. Click on that search box, that lens symbol, search box. Next to the lens, there is a search box. Just type DIS. Automatically the display units will appear. Click here and make it as none. Because I don't want the display units in thousands or millions or billions. I want to make it as none. Just change it to none. Okay. Select this. You don't like this. You want to change the color only for the pie chart means you have to do it here. If you want to change the color for all the chart, morning I did it. No, view. Go to this more button and we do go to the customize current themes. and these are all the colors applied here. This will globally change the colors. But if you want to change the color for each and every pie chart, so go to the format, select the chart, go to format. We have completed the display units. Now I close this. Expand the slices. Under slices, you can see it says apply settings to all. No. Instead of all, make it as quality. Suppose quality department, select quality department. Below that, you can see the color. So quality department, what is the color? Similarly, logistic, what is the color? Production, what is the color? Procurement, finance. You can manually change the colors. Globally, if you want to change, you can do it in the themes. Individually means you can do it. So select this pie chart, go to format, slices. Under slices, it says apply settings to all. Instead of all, suppose quality department, I want a different color, means select the quality department and change the color. What's the color for the quality department? Or logistic, what is the color? Production, what is the color? Procurement, what is the color? I didn't change the color. I told you how we change it. Okay. So, whatever you did as of now, except the distinct count, whatever we did it as of now, we can do it in normal Excel also. Right? I can put the total in a cell, I can put the count in a cell, but only the distinct count cannot be displayed. You can create a pie chart like this, but one advantage is it looks much richer. Compared to Excel, I think chart looks much richer, color formatting is good. But the main advantage in Power BI is interaction between the visuals, which is impossible when you are using Excel. For example, I'll go to a particular department. This is the quality department. When I click on quality department, yes, you can see automatically it shows the sum of total cost for the quality department. It automatically shows the count of invoice number for the quality. So if I select logistic, the total is changing. Interaction between the visuals. This is not possible when you are using other tools. Correct? To want to come back, I already selected the quality department. I want to come back to the entire one. Once again, click on the quality or click on somewhere else outside here. Based on whatever you select, you can see the total, the interaction is changing. Can we change the edit interaction? Yes, we can change the edit interaction, which you will see it in another few minutes. So your chart is or your dashboard is interactive now. Yes. Assume that here I don't, I want the net profit here. You don't want this department name. Select this format, legend. if you don't want. But when you are using, we are going to use something called as drill down. There it is required. That's why I am not switching off. If you want, you can switch off now. Drill down or concept பார்க்க போறோம். There it is required. We'll see about conditional formatting. We'll see about tooltip. We'll see about drill down. There is another powerful concept called as drill down. We are going to see that. Before that, we'll explore about conditional formatting. Assume we have some target. Let us take a smaller value. So if I select a particular department, quality, the quality department total invoices is 676. Similarly for the logistics, similarly for the production, similarly for this, it's changing here. Assume we have some target. Let me take my target as 650. Count invoice number. Invoice number target is 650. Wherever my invoice number is going beyond 650, I want to give a color, maybe a green. We have achieved our target. If it is less than 650, I want a red. For example, when I select the quality, I think we have achieved the target, 676. So it should be green. When I select this procurement, it's 611. It's less than my target. So it should be red. So similarly for this finance also, is 593, it should be red. So select this card because we want to do a conditional formatting for the card. Select the card. Select the card. Which color you want to change, whether you want to change the background color or you want to change the font color, you decide. I will tell you both, or you can do both also. So select this card, select the card, format your visual, call out value, select the card, go to format your visual, call out value, color. Next to the color, there is FX. Please remember, please note down a very important thing. Whenever you see a FX next to the color, whenever you see a FX next to the color, that means you can apply a conditional formatting. For example, just now we did it in the last session. For this pie chart, I want to change the color of this pie. So what I did is I gone to the format. Under format, we have gone to the slices. Under slices, we selected, for example, I selected the quality department. I can change the color for the quality department, but unfortunately, next to the color, there is no FX. That means you cannot apply a conditional formatting for a pie chart. Pie chart, you cannot apply the conditional formatting. Card, bar chart, you can apply. So let us select this card, go to format, call out, color, FX. This is font color. Suppose I want the background color should change, then go to general, FX, EFFECTS, FX, background, FX. Here you can see this FX is available next to the color. Decide which you want to do. Background means background, go to background color, or if you are finding very difficult, type here as background, search box background. So the background will appear straight. Instead of searching it, I want to change the background color, so I type BACK. So the background color you can change it here. That's all. If you are finding very difficult to change. Or go to visual. If you want to change the font color, if you are not able to find it, just type font here. So the font color will appear here. Right. So let me go to the font color. I want to change the font color. Go to call out, color, FX. So I'm going to next to the color. You can see FX. It's saying gradient. Gradient is mixture of 2 or 3 colors. Gradient. I think gradient will look good when you are using a column chart. We'll see about the gradient in another few minutes. Another few minutes we'll see the gradient. Instead of gradient, let us make it as rules. Don't make it as gradient, make it as rules. Gradient, we'll see it in another few minutes. Let us go for rules. And it is saying you want to apply the rules for the invoice number based on the sum of invoice number. No. We don't want to apply the conditional formatting based on sum. We want to apply it based on count distinct. Count distinct, not count, count distinct. Instead of the sum, let us make it as count distinct. So please make it as count distinct. Don't give it as count, you have to give it as count distinct. Minimum. The condition says minimum to 0. No, it's not 0. My target is 650. Assume my target is 650. Minimum to 650. If it is minimum to 650, from minimum can be anything, 0, 10, 20, anything. A system will take automatically the minimum till 650. Until 650, I want to give a red because we didn't achieve the target. Minimum to 650 means red. More than 650, I want to give a green. Above 650, I want to give a green. So first condition, minimum to 650, red. New rules. Let us go for new rules. 650. From 650. I am typing 650. But when I entered 650, you can see this OK is graded out. And I am getting a red indicator. Could you tell me why there is a red indicator? Why the OK is graded out here? What is the reason I am not getting this OK activated? What is the reason I am getting this indicator here? Less than or equal to. Yeah, it is less than or equal to. It is greater than here. Correct? No? This is greater than 650. This is less than or equal to 650. That is right. The challenge is the... this one is the problem. Upper bound. We didn't fix the upper bound. So, if you want to fix the upper bound, you can go here and type it. Or if you want your system to fix the upper bound, very simple, delete that 0. If you delete that 0, system will fix the upper bound maximum. It automatically takes as maximum. But I recommend to fix it. Because if you say maximum, everything will be in green. Even 3000, 4000, everything will become big. By default, it will be green. So that's why I am giving the upper bound. 650 to 1000. Minimum to 650 is red. 650 to 1000. What's the color? Let me click on the color here. I don't find the red. I don't find the green color here. So go to more color. I believe everyone knows that the color are all mixture of. All the color are a mixture of 3 colors. RGB, red, green, blue. Very good. It's available here. If you know the color coding, type it here. Suppose I want 0 red and green is 239 and blue is something. I'll put it as 50. So you will get this color. If you know the RGB, type it, or you can select the colors also here. So I selected some color and click outside. I clicked outside. Minimum to 650 is red. 650 to 1000 is green. So we have given some conditional formatting. Okay. Let me check whether it's working. Okay. Let me select a particular department, quality. It's green. Next one, green. Next one, green. This one is red. This one is red. Wherever we have achieved the target, it's green. If you have not achieved the target, it's red. I repeat the process again. Select this card. Format. Visual. Call out value. Next to the color, you can see FX. Now the color is not available because we have applied the conditional formatting. You can erase this. There is a eraser symbol for removing or FX for modifying. Let me erase it and recreate it again. Erase it. Next to the color, you can see FX. Put FX. It's not gradient. Instead of gradient, make it as rules. It's not sum. Instead of sum, make it as count distinct. Minimum to 650. Minimum to 650, it's red. New rules. Next condition. 650 to 1000. Green. More color and green color. So based on your selection, the colors will get changed. Don't worry, we are going to use this multiple times today and tomorrow also. You will get used with this. Next we'll see about tool tip. We'll see about drill down. Tool tip. Next we'll see about tool tip. Tomorrow we are going to see the advanced level of tool tip. Now we'll see the simple tool tip. I click on OK. When I place the cursor on a particular pipe, it is displaying something here. When I place the cursor, quality department, this is the total cost. And when I place the cursor, logistic, this is the total cost. Production, this is the total cost. Now, without disturbing my pie chart, I want to give some extra information. When you place the cursor, it's giving some information here. This is called as tooltip. The tooltip will appear not only in Power BI, it will appear in any software. Whenever you place the cursor on any button, even Excel also, when you place the cursor on save, it will show you what is the usage of the save. It will give you the tooltip about it. So this is called as tooltip. So I want to give some extra information here. When you place the cursor over here, I want to give some extra information. For example, when I place the cursor, I want to display the department name, total cost, and I want to display what is my net profit, and I want to display what is my material cost, what is my logistic cost, what is my discount cost, what is my amount, what is the count of invoice number. Like this, I want to give some extra information for my user. When they place the cursor here, I want to give some extra information for them. So select the pie chart. Select the pie chart. Go to the first one, add data to your visual. Select the first one here, add data to the visual. First select the pie chart. After selecting the pie chart, go to the first one, add data to the visual. Under the add data to the visual, when I scroll, already we used the legend, we used the values, details which we'll explore in another few minutes. Under this, the fourth one, you can see tool tip. There is an option called as tool tip. If you are not able to see the tool tip, maybe your screen size will be smaller. So scroll down, the tool tip will be on the bottom if your screen size is smaller. So there is a tool tip. Now let me try one by one. First, let me put the net profit. But small information or small warning is, whenever you drag something, your heading will get changed automatically. Don't worry about it. We will modify the heading later. Or now you can modify your wish. I will modify it later. So let us drag the net profit and bring it to the tooltip area. Heading has changed, but your data chart will not get changed anything. Heading has changed. We will modify the heading later. Now I place the cursor on what has happened when I place the cursor on some area here. Now I am getting some extra information. I am getting the total cost as well as I am getting the net profit also. Both are displayed like this. Let me drag another 2 or 3. Material cost. I'll bring the material cost below the net profit. I'll bring the logistic cost below the tooltip. So now I have 3 options. Let me place the cursor. Yes. We are getting the total cost. We are getting the net profit. We are getting the material cost. We are getting the logistic cost. Like this, whatever you want it. Maybe I want the discount. Let me put the discount. And I want the amount also. Let me put the amount here. Like this, whatever you want it. Or you can change it to maximum. You can change it to minimum. You can change the formula also. Instead of sum. Suppose I don't want sum of amount. I want the maximum of amount. You can change your formula also. Sum, maximum, minimum, count. Anything. Just drag and drop it to the tooltip. So when you place the cursor, all the informations are displayed there. Whatever you have dragged and dropped, all the informations are displayed. This is not possible in other tools. Excel and other things, this is not possible. Only in Excel, Power BI. If you want, you can remove it. but something to be added to your pie chart here. Remove the total cost and you can get some other here. Without disturbing it, I want it. If you want some other net profit, if you want here, bring the net profit here. Okay, as I told you, your heading is getting collapsed. You are getting changed. I want to change the heading. Second thing, I think now more people likes to have the dark mode. My background is also white. My tooltip is also white. I want to change it. Select the pie chart. Format your visual. General. Select the pie chart. Format your visual. General. Title. You can change your title here. I don't like this much of bigger title. So I want to change the title. Sum of total cost by department wise. That's the only title I wanted. So I remove the other things. If they remove other things, I want sum of total cost by region. So I want only this title. So I have given only this title. So I have modified the title. So I don't like the bigger title. I want to modify the title. Second thing, title we have modified. Okay. I will collapse the title. Scroll down. The last but one. Under the general, the last but one. Tooltip. When you place the cursor, something is displayed. This is called as tooltip. I want to format this tooltip. I don't like this white as the background. I want to make a black as the background, white as the foreground to have the darker mode view. Select this pie chart, go to format, go to tooltip, expand the tooltip, scroll down, text and background, text color and background color. Let us go to the text. I change all the text color. Label color, value color, drill, we'll see what is the drill, we'll see it in another few minutes. Label color, I make it as white. Value color, I make it as white. Drill color, I make it as white. All the three colors below the tooltip. Below the tooltip, all the label color, value color, text, drill color, I make it as white. Background color, let us make it as black. Background color I made as black. So now when you place the cursor, you'll have a black background and font white. Next we'll explore about drill down. All the text color as white, background color as black. Done. Okay. Drill it down. Another powerful feature. Let me first insert a chart. We'll go with clustered column chart. We'll select this clustered column chart. I place the cursor on some empty area. I place the cursor on some empty area here. Fourth chart from the first row, fourth one. First row, fourth one, clustered column chart. And I increase the height and width of this. Approximately, I'm increasing the height and width of this. Now, I want to know region-wise. There are some regions available. South region, North region, East region, West region. So, region-wise, I want sum of total cost or sum of amount or some other. So, I want region-wise sum of total cost. You help me here. So, I got a clustered column chart. Now, I want region-wise sum of total cost. Tell me where can I drag and drop the region and where can I drag and drop the total cost. Region has to be dragged and dropped to x-axis. Total cost to y-axis. But as I told, indicated, it can be x-axis, y-axis. Please remember a very important thing. Which wise, that should be first. Whichever summarize it, that should be second. That's it. So let me drag this region to the x-axis, total cost to the y-axis. Let me do this. Region I'm dragging into x, total cost I'm dragging into y. Yes. We got region wise, what is the sum of total cost? Region wise. We'll do furthermore. Region wise, we got sum of total cost. Let me do the format painter for this also. So to maintain the same format, that's up to you. I select this pie chart and go to home tab, go to format painter. I did think we did it multiple times now. You would have been well versed on it. I select this. Same format is copied and pasted. Could you tell me, I want to display the values on the top. And I don't like this millions. I want the exact value. And I want the values to be displayed on top of all the visuals. I want what is the value for South region, what is the value for West region, what is the value for Central, East and North. I want to display the value also. And I don't like this millions. I want the exact value. Tell me, how can I convert this millions into exact value? Select this chart and go to format your visual and go to search box DIS. Type DIS display units and change the y-axis into none. I'm changing the y-axis into none so that it displays the exact value. Y-axis into none so it displays the exact value. Tell me, how can I display the values here? What is the value? The value has to be displayed. Switch on the data label. Very good. There is a last but one data label. Switch on the data. Yes. Data label is displayed. You can position the data label. Vertical, horizontal. If you don't like this data label, I switch it on the data label. Go to data label and you can position it. Horizontal, orientation, position it. Suppose I can position it vertical like this. Vertically, inside end, outside end, inside center, inside base. I switch it on the data label, then positioning it vertically, outside end, inside end. So let me make it as inside end. So inside the end of bar chart, the values are displayed. The positioning is your wish. You tell me why South region is coming first, then West, then Central, then East, then North. Why South region is coming first here? Ascending order. As per? Half right. As per values, right, but it's not ascending order. Descending order. Highest first and lowest at the last. So what you said is correct. It is descending order as per the value. South region has more values, so that is coming first, and west region is second. But I don't want it to be sorted as per the values. I want this to be sorted as per the region name. Suppose central region should come first because A, B, C. Then east region should come second because alphabetically E is second. What you do is very simple. Click on this 3 dot. Chart can be sorted in Power BI. Click on 3 dot. Sort access. Sort access. Region. Which ways you want to sort it? I want to sort it by region. Second time, click on the 3 dot again. Go to sort access. Ascending. You have to do it twice. Either do it first to select the region, then select ascending. Or first to select ascending, then select region. 6 plus 4, 4 plus 6. Both are same. Right? Either select the region and go for ascending, or select ascending and select the region. Both are same. Yes. Now we got central, east, north, south, west. So region wise we got sum of total cost. But this is very simple. I want the same chart. We got region wise sum of total amount. I want the same chart for, let us take maybe state wise. I want the same chart for city wise. I want the same chart for customer wise. I want the same chart for division wise, payment method wise, product wise, transaction type wise, vendor wise. So many are there. For everything you cannot create a chart. If you want to create, you have to create 10 charts. I want state wise, city wise, customer wise, vendor type wise. Everything you have to create multiple chart. Instead, we'll see how to bring everything in one chart. Everything in one chart. For this, we have 3 methods. Method number 1. You can create a drill. Method number 2. You can create a small multiples. Method number 3. You can create a parameter. Getting the help from the user. Based on the input from the user, it will get changed automatically. So, 3 options are possible. Drilling, small multiples, parameter. We'll start with, first we'll start with drill. We'll start with drill. Now let me take a smaller one. I'll take the state, city and region. State, city and region. Tell me what could be the hierarchy. State, city and region. Which should be the first one? Which should be the second? Which should be the third? Region first, then state second, then city third. Superb. Already we have dragged the region first. Now what you do is, below the region, select the pie chart. Below the region, drag that state and bring it to the x-axis. Below the region. Below the region. Bring the region and state below the region. Some changes would have happened on your screen. Don't worry. We'll come to the changes. Some arrow marks are appearing. Something is changing here. Don't worry. We'll do that later. And let me bring the city again to the x-axis. I'm bringing the city to the x-axis. First we have already, there is a region. We dragged the state below the region. We dragged the city below the state. We have dragged only 3 things. Let us see how this 3 is working. If you want to drag further also, we can do it. Now let me, you can see the up arrow. Let me come to the first level. Up, up, up. I come to the first level here. Well, how do I know I am in the first level? This up arrow will be graded out. If it is graded out, that means you are in the first level. So come to the first level. If it is already in first level, leave it. If it is not in first level, drill up, drill up, drill up and come to the first level. Now 3 arrows are appearing. Let me explain what is the usage of all the 3 arrows. First arrow. You have to switch on. When you place the cursor, it says click to turn on. Click to turn on. You have to click this to turn on. So let me click. When I click, it's on. How do I know it's on? Circle is appearing. There is a black circle is appearing. That means this drill down is on. This drill down is on. What is the advantage of this? Very simple. Now let me go to a particular region. I'm going to the south region. After switching on it, I click on the south region. It automatically drills under the south region. It shows what are all the states under the south region. Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. When I click on Tamil Nadu, under Tamil Nadu, it shows city-wise report. Literally impossible in other tools. It can be done only in Power BI. First you have to drag it here. Drag the region, drag the state and drag the city. Have you created a column chart first? Region wise is already there, right? Drag the state below the region. That's why I asked the hierarchy. Which is the first one? Region is first. Second state, third city. Drag panale vandam. Then go upwards. Drill up, drill up. Now we came to the first level. Now switch on the single arrow, down arrow. Switch on this. Select a particular region, any region, north region. It automatically drills under north what are all the states. Select the state, it shows city. Until it's cleared out. Now click on any one of the regions. Okay, we'll see what is this double arrow and what is the another one. What is that double arrow? Drill up, drill up, drill up. Come to the old position. I switch off this drill down, single arrow. When I click on particular region, it drills down. Under region, it shows state. Under state, it shows cities. It's not required you have to do only state cities. We can drag anything. Suppose under city, I want to know the customer type wise. Yes, you can drag it. Customer type, for example, customer type, cost center wise, or vendor type wise, transaction type wise, payment method wise, anything. Anything you can drag and drop. For example, I'll drag the customer type and bring it below the city, just for checking. Now I click on the single arrow and I'll select the north region. Under north region, what are all the states? I click on state. Under state, what are all the cities? Under city, what are all the customer type wise? These are all my customer type wise. You can create any number of drill downs like this, any number, unlimited, any number of drill downs. So you can see everything on one chart. Everything you can see it on one chart. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Now, what is the second one? I'll switch off this single arrow, this double arrow. Double arrow also goes to the next level. Now we are in region. It automatically goes to the next level state-wise. But I think you can tell me the difference. When I click on double arrow, it's showing state-wise. What is the difference between earlier one and this one? Earlier also, when I click on the single arrow and I click on the region, it's showing state-wise. Here also I'm getting the state-wise. What is the difference between the earlier one and this one?
That shows only upon the region, but it shows overall states.
All the states. Suppose someone is asking, I don't want particular region state-wise. I want to see all the state-wise. Then you can do this. All the city-wise report. Next one. All the customer type-wise report. Next one. Not drilling, filtering and going down. It shows everything. Another one. Drill up, drill up, drill up. I want the split here itself. Instead of drilling down, central region, what are all the states? And east region, what are all the states? South region, what? I want to see it in one screen here. So click on this single arrow, double arrow with single holder. Yes, it splits here itself. Central, what are all the states? East, what are all the states? North, what are all the states? South, what are all the states? West, what are all the states? One more. Like this, you can go on, go on, go on, go on. Region, state, city. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Come to the first level. So one chart, you can display everything in one single chart. No need to create multiple charts. Even if you create multiple chart also, you cannot display a report like this. We'll do conditional formatting, then we'll see yearly, monthly reports also. So we have seen all types of drill downs here, all the 4 types of drill down. Now let us do a conditional formatting. Which region has the highest total cost? I want to put a green. Which has the lowest? I want to put a red. Maybe yellow. Very lowest, I want to put a red. Traffic signal colors. So I'm going to use the traffic signal colors here. For example, south region has the highest, I want to put a green. If it is lowest, yellow. Very low, red. Heat map. People will call this as heat map. Select this column chart. It's a column chart. Remember, it's a column chart. It's not a bar chart. People are thinking this is a bar chart. Actually, it's not a bar chart. It's a column chart. Select the column chart. Format your visual. Select the column chart. Format your visual. Since it's a column chart, you have to go to columns. Columns. Go to columns. Columns. Under columns, you can see there is an option called as color. Tell me, where can I go to the conditional formatting here? FX. Very good. Click on this FX. Select the column chart, go to the format and go to the column here and go to color FX. And it's asking rules. No, I'm not going to use the rules. I'm going to use gradient. Mixture of multicolors. Gradient. So let us select gradient. And it's asking, do you want to give a gradient color based on region wise? No. I don't want the color based on region wise. I want the color based on cost. If the cost is more, I want to give a green. If the cost is lesser, I want to put a yellow. Very less means I want to put a red. So it's not based on the region wise. It's based on the total cost. Click here and change it to total cost. You have to change it to total cost. It's not based on region wise. It's based on the total cost. And lowest value, what is the color? As I told, I will follow the traffic colors. Maybe I'll go with red. The lowest color is red. If the value is very low, I want to put a red. There is no middle color. So you have to enable this add middle color. Middle color is yellow. By default, it's yellow. This color is appearing based on your themes. If you have set it already in themes, it will come straight away here. So lowest is red, middle is yellow, highest, as usual, I'll go with green. Selecting green. Let me check whether it's working, then I'll repeat it again also. So say OK. Yes. Yeah. If the value is more, you are getting red. Value is somewhat in middle, yellow. Very low, you will get red. Let me try by drilling down. I click on drill down, enable drill down, and I select particular south region. Under south region, state wise also the colors are appear. When I select the state, city wise also the colors are appearing. When I select the city, customer type also the colors are changing. Drill up, drill up, drill up. I repeat it again. Select this column chart. Go to format your visual. Columns. Under columns, color, FX. This FX. Click on the FX next to the color. Instead of the rules, make it as gradient. Instead of region, make it as total cost because I want to give a color based on total cost. And change your colors. Red, middle color is yellow, highest color is green. Based on your values, the color will get changed automatically here. We have to see about edit interaction. Then we'll see about yearly, monthly reports. See about edit interaction. Okay. A bit complex, but a very important concept. If you understand, it will be easier. Not only today, tomorrow also we are going to explore this feature. Just watch here. If you have any queries, doubts, ask me. I can repeat it multiple times. The edit interaction. Edit interaction is a very, very, very vital topic. We'll see one more visual before that. This edit interaction is a very important topic. Before doing that edit interaction, please ensure that drill down is off. On both the visual, the drill down is switched off. Otherwise, we'll get confused. That's why I'm ensuring that drill down is off. So let me go to the column chart and I'm checking drill down is off. And I'll go to the pie chart, and pie chart there is no drill down. That's all, no problem. So please ensure this drill down is off. Yes, the drill down is off. The drill down is off now. Now what I will do is, let us go to the pie chart here. I'll go to the pie chart. We already did it in the last session. Before inserting the column chart, we did it. After inserting a column chart, when I select a particular region, particular department, I select the quality department. What's happening is the total cost is filtering. It's giving sum of total cost for the quality department. It's giving the count of invoice number for quality department. That is fine. But what's happening to my chart? In this chart, what's happening is it's showing out of this overall, when I place the cursor here, it says the central region, overall total cost is 10 crore 71 lakhs 46,853. But the selector for this quality department, it is 2 crore 34 lakhs 85,435. It is highlighting. When I select this based on this, it is highlighting. But these two cards are filtering, but this column chart is highlighting. Remember, column chart is highlighting. Once again, I click outside. Now let me select this column chart now. I clicked on, I removed the filter. Now I select the central region. Please ensure this drill down is off. My drill down is off. Now I select central region. My central region is selected. So it's giving the total cost for central region. It's giving count of invoice number for central region. But this pie chart, it is getting highlighted. Out of overall, this belongs to central region. If I select east, this belongs to east region. But I don't like this. When I select central region, I want the pie chart for central. I don't want to highlight it. I want to filter it. I don't want to highlight. I want to filter. Please remember, this is a very important concept. Today, tomorrow also we are going to see this concept. The most important concept, little bit complex. If you are not able to understand, ask me, I can repeat it any number of times because it's a very important concept. So please remember, when I select it, I have 4 visuals. One visual, if I select this card is filtering. You can see this card is filtering. This card is filtering and this pie chart is highlighting. Very good. Same like here. When I select the pie chart, these 2 cards are filtering and this column chart is highlighting. First you take a decision what you want to do. என்ன பண்ணனும் முதல் decide பண்ணு. You decide it. For example, I will take a decision. When I select this pie column chart, what I want is, I want the total cost should get filtered. But for a checking purpose, I don't want the bill, count of bill should get filtered. I don't want it to be filtered. It is filtering is fine. But suppose I have fixed target. The target should not change. Even though if I select a particular region also, the target should not change. Target gets fixed. So this should not get filtered. And this should get filtered. So remember, I have decided that when I select the column chart, first card should get filtered, second card should not get filtered, and this pie chart should get filtered. So I took some decision. I took a decision. Now, you are going to help me here. Select the column chart. Select the column chart. Format. Select the column chart because based on column chart, what do you want to do for the other visual? When I select the column chart, what you should do it for the other visual? You have to decide it. I took some decision. Select the column chart. Format. Edit interaction. Go to format. Under format, edit interaction. Click on the edit interaction. When you click on edit interaction, except this column chart, because we placed the cursor there, except the column chart, on top of all the visuals, some icons are appearing. Correct? Some icons are appearing. Let us do one by one. First icon. When I go to the card, it's asking, do you want to filter it or you don't want to filter? None. Filter, none. Tell me, as per my decision, what I want to do here? Filter. So that is on. If it is not on, switch on that. I think it's already on. Count of invoice number, what I want to do? None. Super. Then for the pie chart, we have 3 options. First one is filtering, second one is highlighting, third one is none. By default, what's happening? Highlighting. But what I want? So I click on filter. So I switched off the filter for this card. I switched on the filter for this. Let me check whether it's working fine. Let me check whether it's working fine. Before that, after doing it, switch off that edit interaction. Otherwise, this icon will appear, we'll get confused. Switch on the edit interaction. Now let me select this region. Yes. The total cost is filtering. Count of bill is not filtering. Pie chart is filtering. So based on the region selection, yes. Card is filtering. Count is not filtering. Pie chart is filtering. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Now, same thing I want to do this. Once again, same thing I want to do it for pie chart also. Select the pie chart. Format. Edit interaction. Same thing I want to do. When I select the pie chart, Total cost should get filtered. Yes, filter is on. Count of bill should not get filtered. It's better, but checking I am doing it. None. And this column chart should get filtered. Filter. If you want to filter it on, if you don't want to filter it off. The second one is highlighting. So when I select the pie chart, what you want to do for the other visuals? Now switch off the edit interaction and let me try. I selected the quality department. Yes, total cost is filtering. Count of bill is not filtering. Column chart is filtering. So based on the selection, it's filtering here. Edit interaction, as I told, it's a complex feature but a very important feature. Based on this only, tomorrow we are going to see the top 10. How to find out the top 10. One more before the break. After that, we'll see about small multiple parameters. Done. Here. Okay. Let us see one more visual. Maybe for a change, we'll go with the bar chart. I have some space here. I want to draw a bar chart here. Build visual. 1, 2, 3, third one. Build visual clustered bar chart. So let us go with the clustered bar chart now. So place the cursor on some empty area and I click on the place the cursor on some empty area and I click on clustered bar chart. So let me put the clustered bar chart somewhere else here. So I have inserted a clustered bar chart. Let us take the invoice date. Invoice date. Let us bring the invoice date. I will bring the invoice date to y-axis. You can see it has changed. In bar chart, x is coming on the top, y is coming on the bottom. Now you can see it has changed ulta. Y is on the top, x is on the bottom. That's why I told you to remember which wise. I want the invoice date wise. Drag the invoice date to y-axis. Same thing. Total cost into x-axis. So we got year wise 2023, 2024, 2020, 2022, 23, 24. We got year wise, we got a bar chart. But the advantage is last session in this column chart, what we did is we dragged the region. After the region, we dragged the state, we dragged the city, we dragged the customer type. The drill down is appearing here. But in this bar chart, we didn't do anything. I dragged only the invoice date. Automatically, the drill down is appearing here. The drill down is automatically appearing here. What is the advantage and what is the purpose? Let me click on the first arrow, single drill down. and I want to select a particular year. Let me select 2024. So it automatically drills down and it shows the quarter wise, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So let me select a particular quarter. I select quarter 1. Under quarter 1, we got month wise. Under month, we got day wise. Every day, what is my report? Drill up, drill up, drill up. Simple. So we dragged this invoice date to the x-axis and total amount to y-axis. It automatically creates a drill down for us. So click on that single arrow. When I click on the single arrow and select a particular year, any year as per your wish. I'm selecting 2024. Yes, quarter wise. And I select the quarter, particular quarter, we'll get month wise. When I select a particular month, you will get day wise. Every day. Drill up, drill up, drill up. Same format painter for this column chart. I have given a format painter. Put the format painter for this also. Colors are changing automatically. Already we have given a format for this. Highest value should be green, middle value should be yellow, lowest value should be red. Same format I copied and pasted here. Let us click on drill down. Select a particular year, quarter wise. Select a particular quarter, month wise. Select a particular month, day wise. Same format. Quarter 1, quarter 2 is as per quarter 1 means which day, which months? January, February, March. It's not as per the, because people will think it's as per the financial quarter. It's not as per financial quarter. It's as per calendar. You are following the same one? Calendar. If you don't want the quarter, you can remove it from the drill down also. I want only yearly, monthly and daily means you can remove the quarters from here. Later you can add it. Under the invoice date, we have a date hierarchy. Under date hierarchy, we can see the hierarchy is automatically created by Power BI. Year wise, quarter wise, month wise, day wise. You don't want a particular thing. Suppose I don't, after year I want only month means remove this quarter. Let me try. I remove the quarter. I got yearly, monthly, daily. So let us click on year. When you click on year, you will get month wise. When you click on month, you will get day wise. One final small tip before the break. I have around 5 visuals here. I have 5 visuals. I am presenting this visual, maybe this region wise I am presenting in a meeting like this. I want my audience should get more focus on this visual. 2 methods to get the focus of your audience on the visual. 2 methods. Method number 1. Select the visual. There is a button available here called as focus mode. Focus mode. Just click on the focus mode where you can see it expands on the full screen. It shows only this visual. So your audience will have more focus. I have 5 charts, but my audience should get focused on this chart because we are discussing about this chart now. So I want my audience should get focused here. So focus mode. And to come back, click on back to report. This is one method. Second method, click on the 3 dot. Under 3 dot, there is an option called as spotlight. Spotlight. So you will have the spotlight only for this visual. Other visual will be grayed out. So you will have a spotlight for this visuals. So 2 things you can do. One is you can click on this focus mode. Second one is go to 3 dot and go to spotlight. So your audience will have more focus on this particular visual. Either spotlight or focus mode, whichever is convenient. You can do it for any visuals. For this visual also. Focus mode. Spotlight. Okay. Next session we'll see about small multiples. We'll see about parameters and we'll see about publishing our report. How to publish our report also we'll see it in the next session. By today evening we have to publish one report at least. Save the file. We'll go for a short break.
We don't want to display means how to hide it.
What?
What am I asking? We have here.
Yeah. Switch off that. Go to format. Go to legend and switch off this. Switch off the legend or place it on left to right. Switch off the legend, that will get off. Stopping the video recording. Last sessions we have seen, the last one what we have seen is about yearly, quarterly, monthly and daily reports. Now let us see about small multiples. Let me add a new page. So we are going to add a new page because already my page is full. I don't have a space. So let me add a new page, or you can do one more thing. You can take a copy of this page. If you want to retain the same title, same logo, same line, instead of redrawing it again, you can make a right click and there is an option called as duplicate. We can have a duplicate of the page and delete the unwanted things. That also can be done. Or you can insert a new page also. Your wish. Your wish. For example, I'll take a duplicate of this page. I click on duplicate. So it has took a duplicate of the page. So I can maintain the same title and other things. This card and other part, I'm deleting it. So I don't want, or you can copy and paste also. Your wish. You can copy and paste the title and bring it here. Okay. I took a copy of this. Right click. How do we do it normally, like Excel sheet? Right click and duplicate copy. We took a duplicate copy of the same thing and I'll rename this. We'll rename it. Let us say we are going to explore about small multiples. We are going to explore about small multiples. Okay. So let me create some report here. So we are going to create some report. Let us take some other column. Maybe let me take the column called as payment mode, or I can take it as transaction type or vendor type, anything. So let me first create a visual. Maybe let us go with the column chart itself. Clustered column chart. I select a clustered column chart. I selected small multiples. I recommend to put it in a separate page. Small multiples. What is small multiples? We are going to explore now. So I have inserted a chart. Now I want to create something, some report. Let us take region wise or product wise, payment method wise, anything. Let me take the payment method wise. So I'll take the payment method and drop it to x-axis. Payment method I'm dragging and dropping to x-axis. Next, let us take net profit. As of now, I'm using only total cost, everything. Let me take the net profit. Net profit I'm putting into y-axis. So we got payment method wise, what is our net profit? Each payment method wise. Check what is our net profit for the credit card, what is our net profit for the bank transfer, for the cash and for the UPI. So this is fine. So we got a small report here. Payment method wise, what is the sum of net profit? And let me put a data label on the top. I'm just displaying the data label on the top. As usual, I'm displaying the data label on the top and go to the display units, which we did it many times. Search box, DIS, change the display units as none. Display units for these display units, I make it as none so that it displays the exact value here. Right. So we got payment method wise. What is the sum of net profit? This is okay. But I want to expand this payment method. This payment method wise, I want to check it for every year. 2023. I want to know what is my check payment, credit card payments, bank transfer, UPI and cash for 2023, 2024, 2025. Every year I want to check. I don't want to filter, I don't want to drill down. In one screen, I want to see it. For 2023, what is my payment method wise? 2024, what is my payment method wise? 2025, what is my payment method? Or you can do it for city wise, you can do it for state wise, you can do it for customer wise, anything, your wish. Let me take year wise. Select this column chart. Go to the first one, add data to your visual. Go to the first one, add data to the visual. For the first time, you can see there is an option available called as small multiples. Small multiples. In small multiples, you have to drag the years. But unfortunately, year is not available here. Can you tell me how can I get the years? Years is not available in this data. You expand the invoice date. Very good. Then you expand the date hierarchy and you can see the years. Drag the years and drop this years to the small multiples area. Drag and drop the years to the small multiples. Now we will get the small multiples, multiple charts. For the same payment method for 2023, payment method for 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. So we got small multiples. One chart, multiple chart. Drag that year and drop it to small multiples. Can I get all these 4 years in one screen? I'm getting 2022 here, 2023 here, 2024 here, 2025 here. Can I get everything in one screen? Yes. Select this column chart, format, small multiples. Select the column chart, go to format, small multiples. Under small multiples, layout. That is layout. That is layout. Change the layout rows into one. I want only one row. And how many years are that? 2022, 23, 24, 25. I think 4 years. So let us change the columns to 4. All padding is the gap. Gap between this is all padding. So let me change the columns as 4. 1 rows and 4 columns. So I can see all the 4 in one screen. So 2022, 2023, 2024 and 2025. Everything I can see it in one screen. Select this, go to format, small multiples, change the rows into ones and columns into 4. Because I have 4 data, 4 years, that's why I'm giving 4. If you have 5 years, make it as 5. And rows as 1 and column as 4. Format, visual. Okay. Next we'll see about parameters. So we'll see about parameter. After parameter, we have to have a report. At least we have to publish this report now. We'll see about parameters. Okay. To create a parameter, I recommend to create a parameter on a fresh new sheet. Recommended to create it on the fresh new sheet. Basically, I will explain what is parameter, what is the purpose of parameter, then we'll see how to use the parameter. For example, we have many data, many columns and many rows are available here. And some person wants to see a report for city-wise. Some person wants to see the report for cost center-wise. Some person wants customer type-wise, department-wise, division-wise, payment method, product line, region, state, transaction type, vendor type, year-wise. So whatever the report they want, they can select and they can see the report. And very importantly, suppose someone wants to see the region-wise, but they don't want to see all the regions. They want to see only the south, north, and east. They don't want all the 5 regions. They don't want all the 20 cities. They want to see only 4 cities. So whatever they want, they can select and they can create a report. Just 1 year before, if you want to do this, you have to do some programming. You have to take your IT team support and they have to do some coding and programming. Now we can do this in Power BI itself. So let us create a parameter and let us see how to use this parameter. When you create a parameter, I recommend create it on a fresh new sheet. It's very simple. It's very easy. We have to follow some steps. First step, step number 1. And small warning I'm giving here. You cannot edit your parameter. You cannot edit your parameter. You can create it. You can delete it. Unfortunately, you cannot edit it. So please be careful. If you are not able to understand, repeat it. Because if you are asking me to repeat it, the entire step is completed. I have to delete and I have to recreate. I cannot modify. That's a problem here. Since it's a very new feature, you cannot edit it. You can only create and delete. So any questions and doubts, stop me, ask me there itself. First step, modeling. So now what are we going to do? It is we are going to give a permission for my end user. Whatever the report they want, they can create it as per their wish. 2 levels of report. They can create any levels of reports. Okay, so let us go to modeling and go to new parameter. So go to modeling, go to new parameter, go to the modeling tab. Under modeling tab, go to new parameter. Under new parameter, fields. There are 2 things. One is numerical range, another one is fields. The numerical range, which we will see it if possible tomorrow. Numerical range is what if analysis, forecasting. Suppose if my discount is like this, what will be my sales? If you want to forecast, then we can go for numerical range. Now we are going to the field. So go to modeling, new parameter, fields. Go to modeling, new parameter, fields. Click on that fields. It's opening a new dialog box. First step, modeling, parameter, new parameter. Second step, it opens a dialog box. And what will you variable adjust? What will your variable adjust? Whether it's going to be a fields or a number. If you didn't select the field, unknowingly you selected a number, no problem. You have a second chance. You can select a field here. Unknowingly you selected a numerical range. You can come here and you can make it as fields also. Second chance. And what's the name of the field? Your wish. You can give any name. It's a variable. It's a variable. You can give your own name here. It says parameter, or you can rename it. For example, I'll give a name as switch fields. Whatever the fields they want, they can switch it and they can create a report. I'm giving a name as switch field. You can give your own name, your wish. Plus, please do remember the names because based on the name only you are going to create a report. Please remember the name. Switch fields and expand your table here. Expand your table here. And what are all the reports you are going to give for your user to create? My user can create a city-wise report. So let me select city. My user can create cost center wise report. Select cost center. My user can create customer type wise. My user can create department wise, division wise, and I invoice date wise or year wise. So let me expand the invoice date, expand the date hierarchy. We did in the last session, year wise. It's not required you have to follow the same hierarchy. First you can select year, then select cost center, then select the city also. That's your wish. It's not required you have to method. So here, and my user can create a payment method wise report, product wise report, region wise report, state wise report, transaction wise report, vendor type wise report. So I'm giving all the permission. They can create any sorts of reports. Whatever the report they want, they can select and they can create a report. So I have added so many items here. City wise, cost center wise, customer type wise, department wise, division, year wise, payment method wise, product wise, region wise, state wise, transaction type wise, vendor wise. So I given the permission, they can create any sorts of reports.
Some we could not add.
Some wise, some summarize. The totaling cannot bring it. Edu wise which wise we are going to create a report. That you can drag the total amount, you can drag the invoice cost, anything you can drag it. That's the problem. Here we are giving a permission, which wise they want the report. Okay. Now, two things will happen here. Remember two things. I already given a warning. I cannot edit the steps. I can only delete it and create it. So please be careful before clicking on create. One is a slicer will be created. Tomorrow we are going to see in depth of the slicer. A small slicer will be created based on this column, whichever the data you have added. Based on that, a slicer will be created and a table will be created here. A table will already there is a table available called as data, which we have imported. One more table will be created. In which name the table is created? The name which you have given here. The name which you have given. So I have given a name as switch field. So there will be a table in the name of switch field. If you have given a name as parameter, there will be a table in the name of parameter. So based on what is the name you are given, based on the name, a table will be created here. So two things will be created. Based on whatever the fields you have done, a slicer will be created. Based on the name which you are given, a table will be created here. So two things will happen here. Yes, the slicer should be selected. It's already selected. If it is not selected, please select it. So before clicking on create, you have to give a confirmation. Can I click on create? Because I cannot come to the steps again. If you want to come back to the steps, I have to delete it and I have to recreate it. I cannot edit it. So that's why I am confirming it. Can I click on create?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Now I am going to click on create. So let me click on create. As I indicated, changes has happened. Change number 1. A table was created on the right hand side. There is a table created in the name which you have given. This is the name which I have given, switch field. A table is created and a slicer is created here. On the left hand side, there is a slicer created here. Yes, I will move the slicer here. A slicer is created. Based on whatever the fields you have selected, a slicer is created. Second step is done. Third step. Done?
Sir, this coding we have to do it.
Just click somewhere else outside and click the slicer and see. And coding now, that is a DAX. Not able to see it, click somewhere else outside. Now the third step, single level, multi-level we will see it next. Single level, the third step. We are going to create a visual now. We are going to create a visual. Any visual, pie chart, bar chart, column chart, any chart. As of now, I think we are aware of only 3 chart: bar chart, column chart, and pie chart. You can create any chart. Place the cursor on some empty area. Place the cursor on some empty area. You decide which is the chart you want. Let me go with the column chart itself, the fourth one. You can create a bar chart, you can create a pie chart also. That's your wish. So let me click on clustered column chart. I click on the clustered column chart. I selected the clustered column chart. Now the challenges, the real challenges. From the morning, what I indicate is which wise that should be first, whichever you want to summarize it, that should be second. That's what we have indicated from the morning. But here the problem is which wise, it's a question mark, because I don't know my user, what my user will select. My user can select city. If my user has selected city, I want city wise report. If my user is selected cost center, I want cost center wise report. If user is selected customer type wise, I want customer type wise report. But I don't know what my user will select. So what you do is, if I know what the user will select, it's very simple. Suppose city wise means you can bring the city wise to x axis, but I don't know what they will select. So that's the reason Power BI has created a table called a switch field. Expand it. There is one more switch field, question mark. So even we don't know what is the question mark, what they will select. That question mark field, based on whatever they're selecting, your report should get changed. That question mark field, switch field. I don't know what is the name you are given. I don't know whether you are given switch field. If you are given parameter, that will be parameter. So drag this switch field below that. Don't drag this. This is your table name. Don't drag it. That will not work. The second one, that with the question mark, drag that switch field and drop it to first x-axis. Drag the switch field and bring it to x-axis. And which ways you want to total amount, material cost, logistic cost, net profit, whatever you want, your wish. Let me drag the net profit to y-axis, because I want sum of net profit. Drag it to y-axis. But now I got city-wise report. Why I got city-wise report? Because that is the first on my switch field. I don't want city-wise. Can I make this report as cost center-wise? No problem. Select cost center. You will get cost center-wise report. If I select customer-wise, it will show you the customer-wise report. Department-wise, division-wise, year-wise, payment method-wise, product line-wise, region-wise, state-wise, transaction-wise, vendor type-wise. Any report, whatever the report they want, they can select and they can see the report. Still we didn't complete it. We have one more level of reporting, one more level. We'll see one more level after we did it. We will see one more level. Okay. So all the things which is impossible without Power BI. Done. You didn't create graph. Anything. Second level. This first level. First level is when I select city, it is showing city-wise chart. When I select cost center, it's showing cost center. When I select customer type, when I select department, this is fine. But my end user, they selected city. They don't want to see all the city-wise report. They want to see only 4 or 5 cities. Out of all the cities, they want to see only 4 or 5 cities details here. So, how can I get back, how can I remove the value from the slicer? Suppose city is selected. I want it in a old way. I don't want the city or cost center to be selected. Two things. Either select the cost center again or click on this eraser symbol, clear filter, clear selection. It comes back to the original position. Suppose I selected the department. I don't want the department to be selected. It should be at the default one. So once again click on the department or click on the clear filter. Now, please watch carefully. It's, as I told, it's very simple, very simple. So concept is very simple. Simplest concept, we'll forget it. So watch here. So this slicer, I'm going to take a, we can rearrange the slicer vertically, horizontally. We'll rearrange it in another few minutes. This slicer, we have to take a copy of the slicer. Take a copy of the slicer. You know how to do that. We are living with that. Control C, Control V. Copy, paste. Okay. Control C, Control V. Copy, paste. So Control C, Control V. Copy and paste it. Take one more copy of the slicer. One more copy of the slicer. Move the slicer somewhere else outside. Second slicer. Move the second slicer somewhere else outside. Move the second slicer somewhere else outside. Please watch here. It's very simple. Please move the second slicer. Copy and paste. One slicer will be above another slicer. One slicer மேலே இன்னொரு slicer வந்திருக்கும். Move the second slicer outside. Move the second slicer outside somewhere else on the left side or right side. Second slicer. Please watch here. Second slicer. Select the second slicer. Go to this build visual. Go to this build visual. Select the second slicer. Go to the build visual here. Under this field, we have dragged the switch field here. In this switch field area, the switch field area, there is an arrow mark. This is where we will change the sum to count. Normally, inga vandha sum count maatu. Same area. I repeat it. Select the second slicer. Go to the build visual. Go to the switch field here. Under that switch field, you have to select the last option. Show values of selected field. Show values of selected field. That means if I select city, I want to show what are all the cities available. The first slicer, if I select the city, second slicer should show me what are all the cities available. If I select the cost center, what are all the cost center available. If I select the customer type, what are all the customer type. It should level the second level of this, second level, sub level. Show values of selected field. Show values of selected field. Let me try that. Show values of selected field. That's it. Now you can see it shows all the time being. I'm just reducing the height of width of this chart. Yes. So I have two slicers now. If I select the first slicer, city, all the city names are displayed here. All the city names. Suppose I want a particular, I want Ahmedabad. Then I want another city. Could you tell me how can I select another city? I selected Ahmedabad. Now I want to select Bhopal, Chennai, Coimbatore. How can I do that? Control key. Select the control key. Select Chennai, Coimbatore. Only 4 cities report will be displayed. I select cost center. What are all the cost centers available? All the cost centers are displayed. Let me select whatever the cost center I want. So I'm deleting the second slicer and I'm redoing it again. Copy the first slicer, Control C, Control V. Move the second slicer somewhere else here. Go to Format, select the slicer, Build Visual, Arrow Mark, switch, Show Values of Selected Field. Show Values of Selected Field. Yes. Now based on whatever you select, it shows that field here. Based on whatever you select. Whatever you select, under that, what are all the options is shown here. But I don't like this because I don't like to press this control key. Suppose I want 3 regions detail. I have to select central, hold the control key, I have to select north, I have to select south. I don't like to press the control key. How can I get another subcategory?
Central is having another.
How under central? Heading is regions. Sir. Under heading you will have the regions. Or column we can have only one value. When I have the second value in a column, only 2 levels is possible. Or column region, all the region name will be available in that column. It's a column based. You cannot have third levels. That's drill down. You solve the drill down. Region click panna state click panna city is drill down. That is different. Different columns. One column you can have only one value, right? In one column, how can I have region? Under that region, how can I have another thing? That's not possible in a single column. Now, select the second slicer. Select the second slicer. Please watch here. Select the second slicer. What I like to do is, if I select city, I don't want to select the multiple city by control key. I want to select the multiple city just by ticking. I don't want the control key to be pressed. Select the second slicer. Select the second slicer. Format your visual. Select the second slicer. Format your visual. Slicer settings. Select the second slicer. Format your visual. Slicer settings. Selection. Under selection, there is a checkbox called as multi-select with control key. Switch off. It's on, off. Switch off. So I repeat it. Select the second slicer. Format. Visual. Slicer settings. Selection. Multi-select. Off. Switch off that multi-select. Now what's the advantage or purpose is? Now no need for holding the control key. No need to press the control key just to make a tick mark. So whatever I want, I can just make a tick mark like this. And people likes to have the slicer. Maybe this is my second slicer. First slicer. I select the first slicer. Go to format. I think nowadays, even in your company also, I have seen more people are displaying the slicer like a tile. Like a tile, mosaic tile. Select the first slicer. Format. Slicer settings. Style. Make the style as vertical list, tile, drop down. Drop down probably will explore tomorrow. When you have more values, you can go for drop down. So I select tile. Yes. Tile, I can increase the height and width. I am increasing the width like this. I decrease the height and increase the width. All are displayed like this. So you can put it like a tile. I have seen more people are using tile nowadays. Like this, you can select it like this. I think after state also we have some more So you can move like this or make it as 2 rows. Make it as 2 rows like this. Like a tile. Based on whatever you select, your chart will get changed. And here you can have the sub level of charts. Give a meaningful name for this. I recommend always try to have some meaningful name for every pages. If possible, tomorrow we'll see how to make an index for your pages. So to make an index, it's better to give some meaningful name. These are all parameter based. User can create a report based on the parameters. Whatever they select based on that, the reports are changing. So I have given some name for this page. Let us come back to the home page. I believe almost we have completed 4 workflows. Get, transform, load. So we have created some reports. Now finally, you can ask me why to publish this. What is the reason for publishing?
For transparent, whoever can see.
That is starting to. But I want to publish it. 2 ways of publishing. One is publishing within yourself. Another one is publish and share it to others. We'll see both. Why it's required to be published? Suppose you are creating a PowerPoint presentation. I am creating a PowerPoint. Show the PowerPoint presentation straight away. PowerPoint presentation straight away. We will run a slideshow. You have to press F5. You have to run the slideshow so that you get it on the full screen. I cannot show the report like this. We have some menus. We have some tabs. We have something like this. I cannot show the report. I want to see the report in a full screen. So you have to publish it. To publish, as I told in the morning, if you want to publish, we have to go to first one, getting is any source, and transforming is in Power Query, loading in Power BI desktop, and creating a report in Power BI desktop. When you publish it, it will go to Power BI services. In Power BI services, we have 3 types of licensing: free license, pro license, premium license. I hope you should have the pro license, but even if you have the free license also, you can publish it and you can show it on your screen. Just connect your projector and you can show it on the screen. First, assume that we have the free license. Now assume that we have free license, we are going to publish it. In Windows, we have a area called as folder. We'll keep all the files into that folder. All our files, all our important files, we can have it in a folder. We can have a common folder also where we can put all the files. The common people can see the folder. Same like we have something called as workspace. So you have to publish the file into this workspace. If you are using a pro license or a premium license, you can create a workspace. You can create your own. Probably tomorrow morning we'll explore that. Just to create a workspace, it will take half an hour. We'll explore. Today we'll publish it. Tomorrow we'll see how to create some workspace. If you have the pro or a premium license, you can create a workspace. You can assign the people to your workspace and you can publish the report so other people can also see your reports. But assume that we don't have a pro license. We have only the free license. So we can publish this workspace. Microsoft has created a separate workspace for us that is called as My Workspace. Since we are in the training, I recommend to publish all your report into My Workspace. Sorry, spelling mistake. My workspace. So let us publish our report into my workspace now. Okay. If you have the free premium license, we can create our own workspace, assign the people, which we'll see tomorrow. Today we will publish our report into my workspace. So come back to Power BI desktop. There are two methods of publishing your report. Go to Home tab. At the last, the second group called as publishing. Publish the report online in Power BI services. Now we are going to Power BI services. Second method, go to file. Under file, you can publish here. Second method, whichever is convenient. You can go to Home tab and publish, or you can go to file and publish also. Even though if you have saved it, if you have not saved it, it will ask you to save your file. I think I have not saved it. I have saved it only at 3:15, but no problem. It will ask you to save again. So let me click on publish. So when I click on publish, it's asking us to save the file. Yes, your file has to be saved. So let me click on save, and it will list down the workspaces. I don't know whether you are getting some other workspace. Don't watch my system. Your system, you have to tell me. Other than the my workspace, do you see any other workspaces available here other than my workspace? What is the other workspace you are seeing?
Digital DWM capturing.
Two workspaces. Three, 4, 5. That means, what it means is, in your team, someone would have created a workspace. They have assigned your name to this workspace. Tomorrow we are going to do that. Tomorrow we'll see how to create our own workspace and assign the people to our own workspace also. Tomorrow we'll see it. Now we are not going to do it. Let us publish it into my workspace. My workspace. Small warning, after publishing successful, please wait. Please wait. Because as I told, we'll never read anything. We'll got it and we'll come out of this. So don't do that. If you do that, you cannot see the report. Please wait. After publishing, please wait. That's why I'm giving the warning now itself. Select the workspace and select it. It is getting ready. It is publishing. I may get a warning message. Yes, because already same name I have published one report. That's why it's asking to replace. Maybe you will not get it. No worries. I'm replacing it. It's getting published. After getting success, don't close it. Please wait. அதான் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு வார்னிங் வேறு சொன்னேன். அப்படியும் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிங்கன்னா திருப்பி ரீபப்ளிஷ் இட் அகெயின். There is one more method, I will explain it. ஆன்லைன் அக்ரிமெண்ட் மாதிரி படிக்கிறதே கிடையாது. அக்ரி போட்டுட்டு வந்தது. Understand or not, you have to agree. Online agreement. Wife-oda words online agreement same தானா. புரியுதோ புரியலையோ நீ அக்ரி பண்ணி ஆகணும். அப்போதான் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டெப்புக்கே போக முடியும். Otherwise you cannot go to the next step. Right. So after coming to the screen, it's success. I want to see this report online. Two methods. One is this way. Click on this open 01 transaction data in Power BI services. If I click on Power BI services, yes, it goes to online. It goes to your web browser, and you can see online your report is ready now. Through Fabric, it will go through Fabric. So now my report is online. It's online. How to show it on the full screen? I will explain next. Now your report is online. Hope you are all using Edge. Or at least you are using Edge. Someone has told I am using Edge to download Chrome. Edge use பண்றதே the Chrome download பண்றது தான். Everyone is using Google Chromes nowadays. At least you are all using Edge. Okay. How can I see this report on the full screen? Go to this view. There is a view button available on the right hand side. View, full screen. Still loading. Your Wi-Fi is very slow. Screen. So I can see my reports on the full screen. Like a PowerPoint presentation. You can send it to PowerPoint also, which we will explore it tomorrow. So like next picture, next page, you can see the reports. Everything will work. Whatever you did, drill down, tool tape, small multiples, everything, drill down. Suppose I switch on the drill down. When I select region, under region, it will show you state wise, under state you will get city wise, under city wise you will get customer type wise. All the feature whichever we did in the morning, everything will work online now. Escape to come out of the full screen. On the right top corner, maybe your initial, maybe your name along, sometimes with your photographs, the name will be there. Select this name and it will show you the license which you are holding. I hope all are using Pro license. Anyone having premium? A session, one person has premium. No premium here, all are Pro license. You can create multiple reports. GBs. GB is controlled. Refresh is controlled. You can have only 8 refreshes per day. There I think we have more than 20 refreshes per day. And multi-users, users are somewhat limited. File size will be limited. Seven years before, 1 year license was 1,200. Now per month license is 1,500. Like a gold, it was increasing, Power BI license. Okay, this is one method to see your report. But unfortunately, I didn't see this. I have clicked on got it and I came out of my screen. Now can I see the report? Or yesterday I published this report. Today I want to see the report. So what you do is go to the browser. Open any empty screen, app.powerbi.com. You have to use this app.powerbi. You already published it. Now I want to see the report, app.powerbi.com. Go to app.powerbi.com. Another method of viewing your report, on the left hand side, workspaces. On the left hand side, you can see the workspaces and your workspace, my workspace. Under my workspace, your report will be published here. I think you will see only one report. I am seeing many reports here. Transaction data, okay. 01 transaction data. Yes, it is here. Yes. So you can see two things are available. One is, of course, the 01. First one is your report. If I click your report, it will get opened. Let me try this. When I click this is reporting. You can see a graph like this, and you say report, your report will get opened here. When I click this, you can see your report. This is another method of viewing this report. What is the second thing? Let me go to my workspace again. And I'll scroll down. There is one more option available, that is your semantic model. What is the semantic model? So whenever you modify your data on the source, you want that data to be refreshed, you can see there is a button available called as refresh. Or you can schedule your refresh, but to schedule your refresh, you have to take your IT permission. We have to download a separate application called as Power BI Gateway. Through the gateway, it has to be connected. So you have to get the IT support here to get that gateway, because your source data has to be connected. So you need a permission from them. If you have got the permission, if you have got this, then you can click on schedule refresh. Local or anything. The Power BI Gateway has to be installed and it has to be linked. Something is going online, right? So you have to get the permission from them. If something is going online, due to security reason. நான் உங்க டேட்டா ஆன்லைன்ல போகுது இல்லையா, அதனால அவங்க செக்யூர் ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணிச்சு. It's going to the Edge browser, it's online. Something is going on online, it's better to be secured. Anyone can hack your data also. Through the gateway it will go, so get your IT permission. The gateway போட்டிங்கன்னா வந்துடும். Gateway போட்டு you can see the frequency every day morning. You can add some timings every day morning or every 1 hour it has to be refreshed. So probably tomorrow we will see how to create our own workspace, how to assign the people to the workspace, how to publish this report to someone else who is not in the part of our workspace, how to export this data into PowerPoint presentation. I think today we have used only based on one sheet how to create a report. Probably tomorrow we are going to see how to use multiple sheets. For example, I have something called as warehouse sales, where I can see 4 or 5 sheets are there. How to combine 4 or 5 sheets identical, how to combine multiple files identical, how to combine multiple sheets non-identical, how to bring formulas and function without writing formulas and function, stop using formulas and function, say RIP to formulas and function. I think we are never using VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, stop using it. Do everything through Power Query itself. Don't write formulas. Without formulas, how to get the output. These are all the topics which we are going to see tomorrow. Today morning, first half I think we have seen Power Query. Second half we have seen more on Power BI. Same like tomorrow. First half we are going to spend time on Power Query. Second half is going to be on Power BI. Power Query, consolidation, multiple sheets, formulas and function. With all your cooperation, we'll try to cover as much as possible. I think we have covered only 4 visuals. Can you tell me what are all the visuals we have covered today? Card, pie chart, clustered column chart, bar chart. Slicer, maybe automatically it was inserted. We didn't insert a slicer. So if you want to take the slicer, only 5 visuals. So many other visuals, waterfall, so many other visuals to be done, which we are going to cover it tomorrow. Okay. Any other questions, queries, doubt we have did? As I told, you have to practice it. It seems to be very easy. It seems to be very simple.